Look at my good pose.
Oh, that's great. You guys look amazing. All right, so we got third, kinder, fourth. Cool, my dad. Give me a boomerang and we'll go. Go. That's awesome. Hey, Audrey Bear, you want to walk with Mama? Kyle, I need to adjust her backpack to be shorter. Yeah.
No, this is okay. It doesn't mind me.
Okay. Doesn't bother you?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I am walking to the bus stop area because it's kind of far away. So we're doing a bus for the first time ever with my kids. It's just with Elizabeth, it's always her nap time. And it's a very difficult time of day for me to go and sit for an hour and get them. The last 2 years, it was just a pain. So a lot of my neighbors, they all ride the bus. So they were just like, a lot of my friends here were like, why are you doing that? Just let them ride the bus. Everybody else is on the bus. So like all their friends are on the bus. I rode the bus. It's not a big deal. I don't know what my thing is, but we're trying it out. And we actually have a bus tracker. Our school district, our buses have little GPS trackers and we have an app. We can follow along to see where they're at. How cool is that? It is 101 degrees though. I don't even know what the temperature is with the heat index. I still drive the kids to school. We're not doing morning bus. So our bus still isn't here. There's a bazillion of us waiting. According to the app, it's at the school still. And they're 15 minutes past the time they're supposed to be dropped off. Which, like, I know sometimes they're gonna run late, but like, we have an app now. So I know where the bus is at. It's at the school. What's going on? And usually, if there's any delay, they even like just a couple of minutes, they tell us and no one said anything. Y'all, school has been out for 50 minutes and my kids are supposed to be dropped off 30 minutes ago. They're still not here, but at least they're on the app now. But what I'm mad is that they didn't tell us. Like, that's not cool. You don't do that to people's kids. I'm a little bit of a frustrated mom right now. Normally our school is like on point, so I'm gonna try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But myself and these like 20 other parents are not having it. Grandpa's telling y'all bye. Let me get the car started.
I'm at 8%. Can I plug in?
Heck yeah. It's long. I have a long one. Grandpa, I left it open so you could tease him if you wanted.
Don't forget my hat.
I won't. I put it with the food. That's how you'll know I won't forget it.
I will see you guys later. Yeah, just with my mom.
Alright, you guys, so we are leaving the restaurant, but I wanted to show you, we have, the kids were watching the weather, and what were they saying on the weather, guys?
It was red and yellow, but like
Red and yellow, yeah. So we just had some, this time of year we start to get, it's just like the spring, we start to get real bad storms this time of year. Hurricane season, we're in kind of full force here, but we get real bad weather even when we don't have a hurricane.
Bad weather to the actual hurricane.
Yeah. Y'all look at this. This just happened so quick. It doesn't even look on camera like it's dipping down as much as it does in real life. There's a lot of construction going on around here, so we already saw, I mean, what, 5, 6 dirt devils, dust devils? They're little like tornadoes formed by dust. They're not gonna take anything down, but the fact that that's happening means that that's how the wind's going.
Rotation.
Look at that one.
Yeah.
Let's get in. Y'all, I mean, like, what? You guys see how dark that is? Jeez.
Oh, I just heard thunder.
I heard it too.
Oh my gosh.
Mom, that is crazy. Guys, I just literally brightened my camera because it was looking so dark. And it's still this dark with my camera up. Jeez. My mom's getting out of here quick. She's supposed to meet the storm. Be safe, Grandma. Woo, that wind is picking up. Bye, Grandma. I love you.
It's a multi-storm.
What's a multi-storm? Woo! Did you hear that?
Yeah. A multi-tornado storm is like rock tornadoes forming at once, but only one makes a touchdown, the others go back up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's scary. Yeah, there's lots of little dippy clouds that I'm not loving.
Or they combine to make a huge one. Very ginormous. Just connect them.
That's scary. Looks so eerie. I've got to brighten. I literally have to brighten my camera.
They're right now having a competition of who can touch down first.
I've got lots of these little wispy things. Well, let's go inside and check the weather. Also, put your shirt on the counter so I can try to wash the sweet and sour sauce. Ooh, that thunder's picking up. Let's get in so I can get that sweet and sour sauce off your shirt. Oh, did you hear that, Grayson?
Well, it comes from over there. It must be like another twister forming.
Oh, there's no alarm, so I don't think we have any twisters.
Hey, Mommy!
Hey!
I finished my school picture.
It is so beautiful.
This is my school picture and I'm happy of you.
Did you miss Mama? Yeah. Aww. Where's Daddy-O? Grayson wanted me to show you all this. Here we are. You see those yellow little marks? I always blur it out a little bit. But all that yellow, those are actually lightning strikes right by us. So if you zoom in, you can see that they are. I'm going to zoom in a different area. You can see that it's literally, those are all individual lightning strikes, but there's so many, it just looks like a full yellow. Woo! Kyle just told me to come out and see the storm. He just got back from Clickless.
You didn't describe how wide the lightning was. Like in your car, lightning was like eyeball to eyeball. So it was like,
wow, it looks really...
strikes were like half a mile long.
Do you guys hear what Kyle just said? Tell them, tell them.
Like the lightning strikes are seriously, some of them are, I'm not even joking, like almost a mile wide. Like.
Well, you know what it just said on the weather alarm?
And like some of them were like 50 lightning. Like no, I was like going literally like it looked like artillery going off. Like.
I literally had to just turn the camera up to bright mode to even see you. But look at this. Oh, let me turn it back to normal light. You guys can see what it actually looks like. Look at that beautiful sky hitting through over there. So that first storm kind of rolled on past. That looked so wicked, but it said
one here behind our house.
It said that. Yeah, well, Kyle, it said we have another storm moving in at 9 and then another one at 6 a.m. I'm telling y'all, like, I was not kidding about this time of year. I don't know. Most places it's spring. For Houston, it's spring and August, September. So Kyle said that, like, some of the lightning was so crazy that the way he phrased it was his, like, lizard brain. Basically, your primal instinct was to get help and to, like, ring an alarm, right? Because it was so crazy. Maybe I'll go put the GoPro up out there.
I mean,
we're not strangers to lightning.
I'm extra like whatever, it's rain, but like that lightning was like so much. It wasn't like bright. It's like the intensity of how much.
Wow. Okay. Kyle's still talking about it. He's still talking about it. It must have been something for him.
It was almost like systemic lightning. It was like, you know, like,
wow,
like that kind of stuff. You know?
Wow.
Right. And it was like connecting.
I need to go put a camera back there. I want to see it.
Multiple systems like burning.
Y'all, I have something called plantar fasciitis or something like that. It is. I wish I did. It's the most excruciating thing. Who else has that? Not that you can comment because YouTube enabled our comments for like 5 days and then took them away again. But if you go to my Instagram, tell me what to do. This is killing me. I've been trying everything I've read. It's like awful, awful. It's a foot ligament thing, if you don't know what that is. I didn't know what it was until it happened.
Grayson, Audrey.
All of our stuff blew over because of that crazy wind we were having earlier with the storm. Wow. It is. See, if you guys could hear, Kyle was talking so much, I don't know. It's okay, I'm out here. Mama's here. I'm right here, honey. Mama's here. There's some of it. Oh, 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 don't get in the pool. Yeah, don't get in the pool, sweetie. I gotta pull that in, it's gonna get blown away. Yeah, we'll do the pool later, honey. It's not now, that's for sure. So weird and dark and eerie. All right, I'm gonna go help put up groceries and then I will maybe film a little of this. Wow, there was some. Wow. Inside, yeah, let's go inside. And that one that you guys are seeing, that's the one that's rolling into us in about half an hour, so. All right. So, this other storm's supposed to be moving in, but I think the lightning is, and the stuff's, it's not coming in, this one's coming in from the other side. I don't know. Jack's acting weird though. We thought maybe, look at how everything got blown over. Isn't that crazy? And we've had way worse. It's not that big a deal, but I'm just saying it did happen. Jack was acting weird. We thought maybe there was like a bunny or something out here. I don't know. So I know I pretty much, like, I just look like a disaster. I can't even walk. My stupid foot, y'all. I didn't explain the bus situation. What happened? So I'm gonna explain it now. It's funny, I'm kind of over it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It was really bad. So our district's stellar normally, but they really screwed up. You know, I told you guys the bus we were waiting, and what happened was, one, the bus didn't even show up to my kid's school until almost 20 minutes late. Like 18 minutes, well, 18 minutes after dismissal, which means they're more than 20 minutes late because they actually load the kids before the dismissal time, and then right at dismissal time they have the buses head out. So one, there's that, and no message home. And our schools have this automated system where they can send out a message to everyone. Well, I got them all the time last year. I probably have some saved that I could like show, like they would be like, bus, you know, 22 is gonna be 5 minutes late. Like they would send out messages for something as simple as that, and everyone got them, even if your kid wasn't on that bus. So they absolutely have everything implemented where they can send out a message. My point is, like, they can tell us, they should have told us, they didn't tell us. So that's the first thing. The bus isn't even there at the school. So then we start to get, the bus shows up at the school. Us parents can see it on the app. We know it's at the school. But then it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. That was at about 3:58. At like 4:10, I sent a tweet out to the school because they weren't, like, we couldn't get in, like, we had no contact with them. I literally tweeted the school and I was like, really nice. I was like, hey, it's half an hour after school got out. You know what? I don't even remember what I said. You know, it's 12 minutes past when they're supposed to be like at this bus stop. We just want to know what's going on. Like, we're not even mad. First day, whatever. We just want to know what's going on. Like, why isn't anybody, whatever. They didn't respond. They weren't responding to anybody. So, which again, is not something they do normally. They just don't do that. We just don't have that kind of issue in our district normally. Our district really is amazing. Lots of lightning. And so, anyway, at 4, I'm trying to remember the exact times. About 4, I want to say 4:16. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say 4:15. Pretty sure it was 4:16. We finally see the bus start to move. Well, my kids are the second to last bus stop. That's fine. We watch the bus. There's actually not that many bus stops. So we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait, and the bus shows up. And all that part's fine. Like, the bus was doing exactly what it was supposed to do. It just was really late with no explanation. So the bus finally gets to us. That bus was, keep in mind, we're the second to last stop. That bus was packed like a can of sardines. And the chaos that ensued, it was just a disaster. There were so many kids on that bus. We were like, what the heck is going on? So kids just started piling off the bus. And there was all this confusion. And then as this was happening, we start to realize that some kids aren't on the bus. People are like, where's my kid? My kid's not on the bus. I don't see my kids anywhere. I have 3 kids and I don't see even one of them. And because other people already know that their children are missing, I start to kind of like low-key freak out. So I keep desperately searching. And you know, our buses are, you know, the buses nowadays, they're all new and fancy and air conditioned and they have like limo tinted windows. You can't see inside that dumb bus. Finally, Sophie sticks her head out of a window because I guess she could see me frantically looking for them. She goes, I'm here, I'm trying to get off. And I was like, what about your brother and sister? But she'd already stuck her head back in the window. And so she didn't hear me, so I didn't know. And so I was keeping an eye on her. Like, you couldn't really make out her face, but I could tell, I kept an eye on her shape. So then I noticed that she had someone in front of her and all I could see was a little bow. So I was hoping that was Audrey because Audrey was wearing a bow. But then I didn't see Grayson anywhere. So while this is happening, this other girl gets off the bus and all these parents are starting to call the school and they're starting to get really mad and everyone's talking about it. And this little girl who I found, I think she's a 5th grader actually. I thought she was younger, but she's 4th or 5th grader. She comes over to me because she knows who I am. She lives over here. I see her all the time. She sees me. She knows I'm a mom in this neighborhood. I know she's a kid. I know where her parents are. So she feels safe to talk to me. So she comes over to me and there's 2 things. One, she starts to tell me what happened. She said that they had to leave kids behind. She told me that some of the kids got left behind. And then she tells me that she doesn't know where her brother is or if he's on the bus and he's little. And that she's worried. And I was like, are you... So I was like, don't worry. I was like, I will not leave this bus until we find your brother too. And she was like, okay, thank you, you know? So then, thank God, I see Grayson gets off right after that. And I'm like, okay, yay, there's Grayson. And then Sophia and Audrey get off. But while this is happening, some of the kids are getting off the bus. They're little kids and they don't know what they're doing. And they don't know if this is their bus stop or if the last one's their bus stop. And so then the bus driver's like, some of them are supposed to get back on. And some of these kids are crying. And like, it was just, and keep in mind, it's 101 degrees outside. It was so messed up. So then as we realized like legit kids aren't on there, this mom finally got a hold of the school and she was like, there are so many angry parents, everyone's confused, you guys didn't even bother to tell us anything. And she's like, and my kid's not here. And I told her, I leaned over and I said, a lot of people's kids aren't here. And she goes, a lot of people's kids aren't here. You know, it was, you know, kind of vaguely funny, like, you know what I'm saying. And then all these parents were like, this is unacceptable. And everyone was just so mad. I was so mad. I was like, in that moment, I was like, you're never riding this bus again. Like, and of course, like, they can't. I was just really mad. And then this one dad whose kid didn't get off the bus. I think he had 2 kids that didn't get off the bus. Like, his kids weren't on the bus. He was like, screw it. Because the bus driver apparently was going to go back and pick up more kids. Oh, I hadn't even told you guys all of it. He was like, this is unacceptable. And I was like, it is. You're right. You were right to be mad. So he literally got in his car and he was driving to the school. Because he was like, no, I'm getting my kids. There's more. So, you know, I told you it was packed like sardines. So then we find out from that little girl who was looking for a brother. We found her brother, by the way. He was there. We found out from her and then Sophie. They were having kids had to sit on each other's laps. Because there was too many for the bus. So Sophie sat next to a girl who had their little sister sitting on that girl's lap. And then Audrey sat on Sophie's lap. I have angry, like, trying to not cry. I'm angry tears right now. And they know how many kids are supposed to be on that bus because we have to fill it out ahead of time. And you don't fill it out on a form that you can turn in later. You have to fill it out on your registration stuff. You can't even go to school. You can't even get assigned a teacher unless you filled out this paperwork. They know how many kids. They know that they need extra buses. So multiple things are wrong here. 1, the bus was late to begin with. What was that all about? Why did that bus not show up to the school for so long? 2, how dare you stuff children onto a bus 3 kids deep? You know what I mean? And then 3, you didn't tell us. That is the big shame on them. They could have sent us out a message. I completely understand first day problems. It's gonna happen. We have a severe bus driver shortage over here. No one wants to drive a bus. Like, we cannot get bus drivers. That's not okay. I totally get it. All of us would have been perfectly fine. We're all reasonable parents over here. We really are. If they had just told us. They didn't tell us. That was the biggest mistake. It was just not okay. And then the district did send out a message saying like, we are so sorry. So it wasn't just our school, apparently. Other schools had issues like this. But they sent out this long message, like they sent out this message, this email to everyone. But our school is so awesome, and they always tell us everything. And the district's such a good district. This stuff just doesn't happen like this usually. And that's why, like, I really am gonna let it go. I know they're gonna fix it, but I am allowed to be mad today, you know? I really am gonna let it go. Like, they are too good. They work so hard. They do. Everyone works really hard. I know those teachers were working hard. Teachers stayed late and gave up doing the work they needed to do on the first day so they could stay with the kids who had to wait for the bus to come back. Like, you know, I heard that the principal was just working his butt off trying to get everything. So they God bless them. Like, they really were trying. I still wish they'd let us know. But like I said, I will forgive it because I know in that moment they were probably just so much was going on with the kids that they just were like, we just need to fix this, and then we will talk to everyone. And I can be okay with that in the long run. But today, I'm mad, and I'm allowed to be mad. So needless to say, my children are not riding the bus until they fix this. So there goes that. Really wanted them to be able to ride the bus. Oh, lots of lightning. I'm just really frustrated because we just have such a good thing going here in this district. Like, this is just a real letdown. But it'll be okay. They will fix it. That's the thing. Like, at least I live in a district that really does care when stuff like this happens. They don't just go like, ugh, okay, fine, let's just fix this so people stop grumping. They want to fix it because they care. So that is the only reason I am not like throwing a hissy fit and going to the media about this, is because of that. I know that they genuinely do care, and they will fix this, and they will make this up to us. I know they will. But like, again, I'm going to repeat myself. Today, I am mad, and I am allowed to be mad today. So that is all I'm going to say about that. That was a long thing. I needed to get that off my chest. And then, you know what's annoying is we guys can't even talk about this, you and I, like you guys out there, because YouTube has disabled comments again for no reason. It's I mean, like, so you can go to my Instagram and chat with me there if you guys want. That would be nice. I really enjoyed chatting with some of you while we had comments enabled for like a week. It was so nice. We have so many new subscribers, thousands and thousands of new subscribers, and I never get to talk to you guys. I'm so glad you found our channel. I'm so glad you're here. And I desperately wish that like we could communicate and we could have like a comment, you know, conversation or something. But the only option is just Facebook or Instagram, you guys, or Twitter, I guess. I do use Twitter, but I like Instagram and Facebook more. But anyway, okay. But here's the good news. The good news is my kids, other than that aspect, by the way, Audrey got off the bus crying. She was like, Mama, it was horrible. Other kids were crying, whatever. They had a wonderful first day. All three of them thought their teacher was amazing. All three of them like found like, well, you know, made new friends. The two older kids found their old friends. They just had a great day, especially Audrey. You know, of course I want the other kids too, but Audrey, this is her first day of school. And she was so happy, and even the bus thing didn't ruin the day for her, thank the Lord. She can't wait to go back tomorrow. She just loved it so much. She told me, she's like, Mom, she's like, I wish I'd been going to school for a long time. And I was like, oh, honey, like, I'm so like emotional right now. It was so sweet. She's so happy to be there. She's just the type of kid, like, I think if I ever even homeschooled my older kids, I probably could not homeschool her because she just is so, she's just the type of kid who wants to be, I don't know. Sophie, I guess, is the same way. Sophie would kill me if I ever, like, told her we were going to pull her out of school. I'm just so glad that it went so well, all the rest of it, you know? What an emotional day. Emotional, like, good and bad. But mostly good, thankfully. And actually, like, getting it off my chest helps. So. And then also, today is the last day that Elizabeth is 1.
awesome. Her birthday's tomorrow. We will never have a 1-year-old again, which is bittersweet because as much as I did not want a 4th kid, and she was such a shocking surprise, I love her so much. And I really have found the joy in being able to experience. Anyone who's had children will tell you that toddlers are a pain in the ass, but there's something so precious and funny and just wonderful about a toddler. I just cannot even tell you if you've not had one yet. They are just a whole other world of a creature. She cracks me up every day, and I have the benefit of time and a little bit more wisdom to know how precious these moments are with her. And it's wonderful. I'm not even sad. I'm just like, it's like happy tears now. So she'll turn 2 tomorrow. I'm so glad she's here, y'all. With all that scary stuff with the pregnancy, I just can't even imagine if she hadn't been here. I'm just really grateful for her, and my kids are all so sweet. We just have such a good thing going, you know? And even when crappy bus things happen, it's still such a good day. It was such a good day. Wonderful teachers, and the kids are so happy. And I took the older 2 out to dinner. I took my parents out to dinner too. It was a good day. And now we got some cool storms rolling through that I think are going to be very cool and not dangerous, so that is good. I mean, you know, I'm clearly an emotional mess. I don't get like this all the time. It's just a lot today. But despite the fact that I'm crying, I'm very happy. It all worked out, you know? And it's all gonna be fine. And everything else is so good. My little girl's gonna be 2 tomorrow, and my big kids are so happy, and I'm just really grateful. So, in the vein of being grateful, thank you guys to all of you who stick around even though we can't have conversations, and welcome to all the new subscribers. I just really happy that you guys found us, and I'm sorry we don't get to chat. That's sad, but please go find us on social media if you want to, because that's, you know, at least there we can say something. And on that note, I'm gonna call it a night. So we will talk to everyone later. Goodbye, guys.